Hey there, how's it going? My name is Anthony Gray. Welcome to Grayscale. I'm going to make a rather disturbing mess. We're going to do another acrylic pour on some cardboard here. Okay. I'm going to do something a little different because I'm just odd like that. I'm going to use some thicker paints. I like these paints. I got them from Walmart. The Waverly chalk kind of paint there. Pretty thick paint. Pretty cool. Okay. And how I'm going to do this, before I touch that, I will use, I got 5 small cups here. And I'm going to use the Elmer's glue first. So I'll pour a little bit of this in the bottom of each cup. So I really don't have to do it when I use the bigger cup. Alright. So I'll use like a little drop or two. Okay. You don't need too much glue. Just just get a drop going. Many different ways to do these. You just find a way that's good for you to do them. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. If you are really into this pouring thing, I would suggest you spend a little money and get yourself a big gallon jug of this glue. Okay. Now that I've had my glue down, I will pick the colors of paints that I want to use for this pour. I have to mix a pretty good batch of it. Now, as far as measuring the paint to glue ratio, it's about 1:1. Okay. And the water to paint ratio will be probably 1:1 or 2:1. You don't want it to be too runny. Okay. Because I don't prefer it to be too runny myself. That's just my own little preference. Now, I have some kids paint here. It's kind of kids glitter paint. You do dollar store stuff. So I'm going to use a little bit of that too. I'll pour some of that in here. So get a little glitter going there. Okay. Let's see. What else can I use here? I guess I could put a little white in there for one of them. Why not? Like I said, I gotta make a nice size of this batch of this stuff, so I'm using some white. This white's kind of thick. There we go. I'll show you with the popsicle stick the consistency you may like to use for it. You know what? Let's get some blue glitter paint. Yes, I got blue. Let's use a little bit of that too. I haven't used it yet. So I have 3 colors so far. Oh, I usually take an X-Acto knife and cut a little slit in there. Helps me to control it a little bit better. Remember, about 1:1 paint glue ratio. Maybe 2:1 with the water. About 1 ounce of water or less. Depends on how thick you want the stuff. Let's try some of this. I got some little Craft Smart paint. All cheapy dollar store stuff. So I'll put a little bit of that. This will be the last color. That means I have all my 5 colors. So let's see if I can get some of this stuff out of here. I think I barely used this stuff. Do I got any left? I might have a little bit left. Oh, there we go. I had a lot more than I thought. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Alright. Now, some silicone. I'm going to spray the silicone. Actually, no, not yet. Water. Just use water. Like I say, maybe an ounce of water. I prefer mine a little on the thick side. But we'll stir it up. A little more water there. That should be good. I will stir each and every one of these up. I'll probably fast forward the video a little bit during this little nightmare process so you don't see the monotony of me stirring each cup. But I'll stir it till it gets to a nice consistency here. I'll put it in the camera. But right now it's just glue and water. Got to stir it pretty well. Glue, water, and paint rather. Now I got like glitter glue, as you can see on the side down here. I think you guys can see it. I've used that for one of my earlier rejected disc pours. Okay. I'll hold this up to the camera so you can see something here. Okay. Maybe not. You didn't see that. See how it just drips in there? Okay. Something like that. That's kind of the consistency you want. And I will do this about 4 more times. But you guys will probably see it all done in a few seconds. I just sped through all of that stuff, so which is fine. I got a bucket over here on the side that used to be my oil paint bucket, so I just put the water in there. Believe me, I put a lot worse in there. Alright, let's get the glitter stuff out of the way here. Keep the trusty towel by my side. And let's put it over here. It's got paint, glue and stuff on it. I don't want that on my already ruined clothes. Alright, so I got my paints here. Make some room for this tray. I'm gonna go in this larger cup. Alright? Yeah, you guys can see that. Alright, you guys are good. Alright, now I will now I can either put more glue in here. It's my choice, but there's glue in this already, so I really don't need the glue. So there's glue, paint, and water in each cup. I really don't need any more glue. Okay. So let's start. Well, I'm doing the pour. Let's pour a little green in first. And then the silicone, which helps separate the paint. You only need like a little spray of this stuff. Okay. Let's put some of this blue in there with it. I'll just go on one side with the blue. Each time you put something in there, give it a spray. Okay. Let's put some of this light blue on the other side. Doesn't really matter if you see, I mean, it's just me putting painting here. So I got the sparkle blue, the green, and the regular blue. Let's put some white in there. White's pretty thick. I'll put the white right in the center. Just like that. So each time you put paint in there, give it a little spritz of the silicone. Alright. Let's put some red in there. Let's take the red and go all the way around in a circle. It's just me playing around here. I think I got all 5 colors in there, I believe. And we'll just put the rest of the green in there like this, right on top of that white. I'm just empty red in there. There. And we'll throw the cup in the garbage. Useless. some more of this baby blue on here. Put it right into the red. I'll just go in circles with it. I'm just using the rest of it. Might be a little bit left over. We'll see. Let's put some white in there. Not too much white, so we'll just use the rest. Right on the corner, right here. Boom. Just like that. Throw that in the garbage. A little more spray. Let's see. Let's put some more of this funky blue crystal stuff in there. And let's do the rest. It's okay. I know you hear Bowser barking again. Somebody's coming in. Okay, let's throw some red in this mix. Sparkle red. Put the rest of it in there. It's okay. Nice conglomerate goo. Okay, that goes in the trash. Another spray. And whatever's left of this blue, which isn't much, I'll just plop it in there. Just like that. And that goes in the trash. One more little spritz. And that's that. Okie dokie then. Now, let's go back to the popsicle stick for a second. Let's bring this up here. Okay, there's the stuff. If you desire, you can just take your little stick and mix it up a little bit. Okay, as you can see by the popsicle stick, the color kind of separates. See that? That's what you're going to get on your board. Okay. Okay. Wipe that out. You can just use it again, or you toss it, whatever you want to do. I use it till it gets a little too grody, then I just throw it away. Alright. That's really all there is to that. I should have made a little bit more, but I think my board here might be 8 by 10. So, let's swing it back around over here. And here's the board. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. You guys can see all of this. Alright, continuing on. We're going to take this mix. Now, my board, well, I do have a box. I got it taped up on the bottom, and it's got aluminum foil on the bottom also. Now, this board is wedged in here, so I can pretty much kind of move it around and whatnot. It's not going to really go anywhere. But I do want to get the cups out of here, because obviously I don't need them. The board just wedges itself in there like that. Then I can move it around and do whatever I need to do with it. Okay. Alright. And pretty much here we go. Well, before I do that, let's do that. That wouldn't be wise. I'll just put the cup on top. Just put it right here. Then now I can wedge it in there. I'll just wedge it right in there like so. Okay. Now you can see it start to pour out from underneath, which is cool. It's going to go to its lowest point, so I'm on a chair, so wherever it wants to flow, that's where it's going to go. Alright. I don't really have to drag it around or whatever. I mean, I don't have to. I can like this, which helps it, whoops, you know, get some of this stuff on the corner or whatever. I don't necessarily have to. Then just let it do what it's doing. Just like that. Okay. Now, as it's doing whatever it's going to do, then you can just guide it to wherever you want, toward the edge here. So it's pretty much your world. You want it to try to get toward all the corners as best you can. Now, I didn't make too much of this, so, and that's fine. I kind of like that purple over there. I don't want to really waste all that purple, so I'll try to get a trail on one end here, and then I'll just turn the thing over. I'll just let it come right towards the edge here. I'm trying to keep this in camera. I'm gonna try to pour that downward. Ugh, I don't want to get rid of that purple. I like that purple. Well, I'll just go this way with it. If I can't get the purple now, I'll get it later. As you can see, I'm bringing all of it down toward this way. I like that purple. Now I have glitter paint in here. Okay. Chunk of paint that can get out of there. That can go away. Where's my trusty towel? There you are. So while it's doing this, yuck, got a little my hands here, but that's to be expected. Let me tip it some more here. Tip it as much as you need to. I'll go back down. Or I can just take my fingers. I'll just spread it around this way. It'll all even out. So I'm not really concerned about. See, I can do all kinds of weird stuff with it. I just wanted to cover everything. It spreads out, so don't worry about if you're thinking you're going to mess it up. You're not. So I'm just getting some of this goop. Put it towards some of the edge here. Got another glob over here I don't like. Get rid of the glob. Just wipe your hands off. People use plastic gloves and whatnot. If you feel inclined that you have to put the plastic gloves on, do so. Okay. Now I will take it. Now that I got most of it on there, now I can play around with it. So you can get whatever designs you're looking for. Okay. So it's your world, however you want to do it. And while it's wet like that, everything's moving. Okay, the design, everything's going to move. Everything's going to do whatever it does. I see little globs I don't want, so I just get rid of the globs, plop them down there on the bottom. It's okay. Let's get some of that in there. Let's get some of this and put it over here. You can have a lot of fun with this stuff. I'll just keep it tilted for a second, because I like some of that purple. So I want some of that purple to travel down a little bit. Angle the camera this way and like that. Okay, I like all that little swirl back there. So I just want some of that to travel a little bit. And then I can just set it like so. Let's see what happens if I bring some of that downward. Everything is moving. All this stuff is moving. Wherever direction you're putting this stuff, that's where it's moving. Okay. I still see some globs in there. I don't want in there, but that's okay. I'll move some of it back downward. And then I'll just leave it alone after that. Oops, got some on my paintbrush. I gotta wash that out. Alright, and then I'll just leave it be, just like so. So let's angle this right about here. Alright, well, there you have it. Okay. Once it's dry, which takes quite a few hours, maybe a day or whatever. I got a small heater, so it keeps this room fairly warm. So I'll just keep the heater on. I got to turn it off now so you guys can actually hear me talking. But I'll keep this, I'll set this on the floor somewhere. And I will let it dry and all of that. And I'll probably put some kind of floral pattern or something over it. But anyway, this is the way it looks. There. And once it does dry, also the glitter starts showing through some of this. Okay, but I can also accent some of that glitter with let's see what I got. Little toys I got in here. I guess I'll use something that's related to it. Maybe. Nah, I'll go opposite. Let's put you right down there. I got some glitter here. I got this Snow White type of stuff here, and I'll just sprinkle little bits and pieces of this on here. It will shine through. The glitter stuff here will stick and adhere because of the glue. Okay. So I'm just putting little bits and pieces, little flakes here and there. I can also take this pattern, once it's fully dry, I can make this whole pattern glow with some glow-in-the-dark spray. Also, this doesn't really need too much on it, so I'm just having a little fun with it. There. Now, you guys obviously see speckles, but you see that now? There you go. See what that looks like when the light hits it? So not only do you have the patterns, but now you have the little sparkles in there. Okay. Which appear green, even though the sparkles are white. See? White sparkles reflect green. Pretty cool. And I'll just let her dry. Just forget about it. I'll put it on the floor in the corner where I won't step on it or none of the gear gets on it. The room will be pretty warm. It'll dry pretty much like that. Alright. Alright. Well, while I'm doing this, let me show you what I did earlier today. They're not totally dry. These are right next to the heater. Okay, you see these little sparkle, little dots are sparkles. Yeah, bring it right up to the camera. See that? And that's just using yellow and white and that's that red sparkle. Whoops, I gotta be careful, it's still kind of wet, so I don't want it to drip on me here. That's one of them. I only did two. This one here is a little more wet, but each design, even though it's the same color, let the light get to it there, but each design is different, but it's also got the sparkle patterns in it. Alright, yellow, white, and the red. Each color acts and reacts differently, okay, no matter what you use. Now this turned into a greenish gray with some of that purple and white mixed in with it. As it dries, it'll look totally different again. Okay. So you have to wait till it totally dries so you'll see what the final look looks like. But that's it. I use glue paint ratios. It's kind of even 1:1. The water is like 1 ounce of water to it, depending on how much of it you use. Okay, but it's usually go by ratio. So no matter what size you make of the stuff. Okay. If you want to make cells with it or whatever, then you make a lot of it. You can put like Rain X in it, a couple drops of Rain X in each color, whatever. You're gonna make cells. You stir it up, you pour it, you just blow a straw on it, or you heat it up, and it gets rid of the bubbles inside of it. When the bubbles pop, that's where you get the ring, the little cells. Okay. So there you go. I didn't mean to call you a hoe, but there you go. And I will show you what this looks like when it's all said and done and dry and all of that. And I hope you enjoy this. This is a very short segment, one of my shortest, but I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you next time. Alright, so happy painting. Have a ball with it. Any questions? You know where to leave them. You guys know. Alright, let me get out of here because I'm just mumbling. Catch you next time. Later.